Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Mother's Little Helper by Karen MacInerney, performed by Cris Dukehart. Dedicated to all those who stay up with sick children and wake up before dawn and make lunches and drive people to appointments and help with homework and go to work, whether it be at home or in an office, and pay the bills and go to sleep exhausted, and get up early the next day and do it all over again. Chapter 1. There were a lot of reasons I avoided talking about what I did for a living at Career Day at Austin Heights Elementary. Today's job, standing in the Zilker Botanical Garden swatting mosquitoes and hoping to nab a streaker with a penchant for wearing nothing but a magical unicorn mask and a shamrock sock, was one of them. After dropping my kids off at their respective schools, I walked into Peachtree Investigation's temporary digs at the Pretty Kitten Brazilian waxing salon on a Monday morning to find Wilhelmina Bergdorfer in our plastic visitor's chair, wearing a leopard print kaftan and a hot pink scarf. We hadn't seen each other since she helped me solve a case involving a dead transvestite several months back. The septuagenarian lit up when she saw me. "Margie!" "Willie!" I gave her a big hug. "What are you doing here?" "Well, first, I wanted to see if my pot roast plan managed to save your marriage," she said. It turned out the problems were deeper than pot roast," I said. Since my husband had come to terms with his taste for men in dresses, there wasn't enough pot roast in the world to put things right, and our marriage was well on its way to dissolution, which was a good thing since he was currently in love with a former gay reform retreat leader named Frank. "Such a shame," she said. "Still, there are lots of fish in the sea. How's Snookums?" "I actually adopted him out to a friend," I said. My neighbor had fallen in love with Snookums, a cat I'd been pretending to pet sit. Since Snookums and my incontinent Siamese cat Rufus hadn't exactly gotten along, it was a huge relief. Besides, I could only imagine how he'd get along with our most recent acquisition, Twinkles the teacup pig. Twinkles was already well past the size of a Thanksgiving turkey, and growing, with the personality of a surly warthog. I'd be tempted to turn her into bacon, but my 6-year-old daughter Elsie was in love with her. "What brings you here?" I asked. "I have a streaker problem," she said. "And of course, your name was the first one to come to mind."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?